He goes in front of the registers and takes a ride. So now he's walking by, looking at the bathroom at the lady with the two kids. I walk up to the lady and I said, "Ma'am, do you know that guy? Did you see that guy looking at you?" And she says, "No, what do you mean?" I said, "The guy's watching you and he's recording you." She said, "No, my mom's in the restroom. We just got in here." So I said, "You haven't walked around Walmart at all yet?" She's like, "No, we just walked in Walmart." I said, "Well, I just want to let you know that guy's watching you." I said, "I've got to get this money, but as soon as I get this money, I'll come find you. And I'll walk with you around Walmart till you finish." She said, "Okay, we're going to wait over here at the pharmacy."
You know, we got to be like that. Okay. It's unfortunate that we live in a time to where we got to have a protective mode 24/7, but it is what it is. Okay? It ain't going to change. It only get worse. So we have to be vigilant. We got to walk inside these stores, not just Walmart, not just Target, Sam Club, Trader Joe's. We hear it everywhere. Hair salons, entertainment places, movie theaters, everywhere you go, there's somebody's watching you. Somebody watching your kids. Somebody watching your every single move. And here's the thing too, y'all. We gotta be watchmen for other people. Like this guy here, who's being a watchman for her. There's somebody gonna be a watchman for you too. So we gotta do unto others as we want done to us. So don't just say that's not my job. Well, that's not my problem. It is your problem. Because there's somebody who's watching your back too. So thank God for this guy right here who's able to spot this stuff out in lack of that woman, because she had no clue on who was even watching her. So imagine if he wasn't even there and he didn't spot that out. Because at this point, if the guy put it on his ear, things to his ear, that it was like go mode, so go ahead and get them. You know what I mean? He was already in that second stage of however that process worked to go back and get them.
Is natural over synthetic. With Dr. Squatch deodorant, let your stick do the talking.
What's the truth about Nirav Shah? Shah was appointed by a Republican mega-millionaire in Illinois and failed. Democrats called his mistakes the height of irresponsibility and negligence. That's not all. Shah worked for a union-busting firm that sides with big corporations over workers. Now, Shah is getting donations from Big Pharma, private equity, and
that family, you know what I'm saying? So we got to do our due diligence, and our part of human nature to the society to protect each other, man. And we got to be watchmen for other people, especially the day we're going now and the stupid things that people do in this world to harm other people. It's just sad, again, that we live in a world to where people want to harm other people. It's crazy. But please, y'all, be watchful out here in this world wherever you go. Keep your head on the swivel, please.
I said, "All right." So I asked the manager.
A lot of thumbs up in class. And they're also saying it's examples like that where, yeah, that's not being nosy or spying, right? That's being watchful. Right, so when people within the state departments and others that people have been specifically talking about that are abusing different methods and tactics, weapons, devices, whatever it is. This goes back, 2010, it got pretty bad. People know what we're talking about specifically. And then when those people within the systems want to say, "Yeah, see, we got to keep an eye," try to tell us we need to keep an eye on these people. It's like they use those kind of examples as justification for them abusing and misusing and impeding upon people's rights to fit their own narratives and beliefs because they're scared of a non-vaxxer or a bully, or they got to get the shoplifter, whatever it is, right? So there's a difference between being watchful using security, and then when you have the people were using the word meddling, I think, back between 2012 and 2016. And then it got really popular, the word meddling, gaslighting, Lyme disease, bioweapons, Ukraine, Wuhan, Iran. I know, it gets so old, doesn't it? But yeah, I mean, what does it have to do with anything? Because this is a classic example as to how being watchful, there's a difference between being watchful and being unnecessarily nosy and trying to get others to conform, to believe your silly ghost and alien stories and take your pills and not educate people as to basic human functioning. See how we're always back to that? Amazing, isn't it? Are you hearing voices?
At the front desk, I didn't know if he might have been a secret shopper, right? In Walmarts, you have guys and women that walk around trying to catch people stealing. I asked the manager, I said, look, I said, if this guy is a secret shopper, please tell me now. I said, if not, we've got a situation on our hands. He said, no, he's not a secret shopper. I said, well, let me tell you what happened. So I tell him what happened.
A lot of secret shoppers
About
have
that
actually
time,
been whistleblowers.
He says, let me
There's a lot
call
of that
so-and-so,
stuff,
let them
huh?
know what's going on.
Yeah, it's interesting
Well, the lady
when you understand how the mechanics
With the kids,
work
done went and
with
told
that.
somebody as well. Well, the guy walks past him again without the buggy. So he goes down, grabs another buggy, and walks past him again. So I get my money, and I meet him over there, and I walk with them to continue getting their stuff. They pay for it. I walk them to their van. They get in the van, and all they can tell me is, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You never know who's watching you and who's watching. You never know the situation that's going on around you. But being a different person looking on the inside, you never know what might could happen in front of you.
That's right.
Always be watching when you come to places like this, because they'll snatch you up, they'll snatch your kids up, and you'll be gone and there's nothing you can do about it.
Sure will.
So, I hope that lady never has to worry about that again, her and her mom and them two babies. But I'm going to tell y'all something. If I'm ever around when something like that happens, that dude or whoever has had a bad day. Do you hear me? One thing I'm going to do is make sure that woman and them kids is took care of by all means necessary. I don't care what state I'm in. So if you plan on doing anything like that when I'm around,
As a family farm, when prices go up the way they are, it crushes you. And now Susan Collins voted to support Trump's war in Iran. Gas prices have gone up through the roof. Tell Susan Collins to stop Trump's war. We can't afford it.
just know.
Just
By all
know.
means necessarily. I'm helping that woman and them kids.
Just know.
Ladies, keep an eye out, please. And if you don't have to go to a grocery store like Walmart or something like this in town without your husband, please don't do it. Please don't. We live in a crazy world today, y'all. And people are so crazy, man. They are, y'all. It's sad that you even have to like that, right? But if you are that lady that sees this, you know, God puts us in places at right times for people that need us, right?
Yes, sir.
And like I told you a while ago, God blesses me daily. He does. He wakes me up every day. I'm blessed to see another day.
Right on.
So if you are that lady or the mom and that just happened, just know that God makes no mistakes on it.
Listen, I like that brother right there. Okay? And we got to be just like that brother right there, okay? Know that God places us in places for that reason right there. And if we all have that kind of mindset, okay, I think the world will be a better place. It's our job as men to protect the women and children, and it's a woman's job to protect the children. And you see how it go downhill, right? And we see a lot of mothers say, well, if I ever see somebody touch one of them babies, I'm going to jump on their back. Yes, dudes gotta be willing to jump on the dudes back for jumping on the women and kids. You see how it works there? It's a domino effect. But somewhere in that domino effect, the dominoes don't connect. You know what I'm saying? Because this nonsense in this world continue to happen. So if we not all connecting dominoes, something's wrong. Okay? So men, we got to put on that cape. And we got to start being watchmen for these women and children out here, especially if you see stuff like this. Hey man, step up. Be that protector for that woman and children, the same way that you will hope that somebody will be a protector for your wife and kids in your absence. And that's why you do it, because you will hope somebody will be their protector for your wife and kids in that absence. I mean, in your absence. It's not all about trying to be, Captain Marvel, or dang on Captain America, but it's about being that watchman in the absence of that man to protect that wife and kids, especially if you see stuff like this, or even if you're a woman, you see stuff like this, you step up and y'all, and y'all be together, and y'all let that joker know, no, it ain't about to happen over here, partner. Okay? But listen, y'all, we gotta be vigilant. Keep our head on the swivel, 360 degrees. Okay? Keep God first. In Jesus' name. Amen.
I got an open mind, like a golden child. You try to go for points, I try to go for style. I do my city pride, I try to keep it wild. Ichiban, wicked one, Okinawa live. I drink Guinnesses and go to dinner with my nemesis. Have a couple laughs while they plot how to finish this. Interested on how to get up on a wizard list. Senseless, you sense I'm the sensei apprentices. I'm the salt up in the cut. Oh, you trying to play but us? Like a DJ turning stuff. Who you trying to fool? We all know that shit's unplugged, yeah.
Catch me in the mood. I ain't too cool for wrecking shit. Stoners on the loose. Call that shit a hippie flip. We just getting going. Yeah, this shit's just my starter kit. I'm on a good one, real fucking good one. I'm feeling brand new. Yeah, I'm talking redone. You're talking about me, talking about the real one. I'm out with Jenny, tossing rocks at the building. Hottest don't all that shit. So fly, call me pilot. MCs get a tourniquet. Body bag that murder it. This evidence is evident. We stampeding elephants. We crash out. I'm king bitch. Y'all bitches off like little bitch.
Can disarm an army. Said it's hard to stop me. I'm far from Avi. Us win a bus pucks fucking hockey. Her pot of coffee win Abu Dhabi. And my dick went limp like some Laffy Toffee. But her body stopped me and I'm tired of talking. You want an accent? Here's a mouthful of cockney. Said you want a ring and you think that I'll drop me. Just for some pussy that'll bust out a box spring. All of the time that you tried to off me. The table is turned and now the music is off me. You wanted me back so you keep kissing me softly. I'd rather jack off in a sock with some hot tea. I'm over and out, but like a walkity talkie.
Yeah, exactly.
Try to stop me.
Well, see, that's what happens too. And then when the systems that are supposed to step in, because when you understand those situations and the networks and how good people up at those levels, like you start getting up into the higher tiers, like the David Wilcock types at that level. Yeah, and then when they don't want to listen to him either and they think, if they even try to whiff in that direction, they're going crazy too. They've been bit. They need to seclude them, bring them back down to earth.
Capability inside and out. How it should be. The Hyundai Santa Fe. The Hyundai Santa Fe comes standard with America's best warranty.
Yeah, when you start getting up into that level. And when they see too the people that are in the positions
and feeling blues
that are supposed to protect people from citizens with such childish beliefs, when it gets to that level, it gets pretty dangerous, doesn't it, when you start understanding some of those farmer in the Dell situations. Right, so those people like go mad too. They start showing people, look, you try to tell them and it makes it worse. They bring on the dangerous and sick shit even more, right down to the fucking hot dogs and sugar and spanking the kids. They'll do it more if you tell them lay off. Oh, it's real cute, huh? I know, that stuff's so menial when you think about the vaccines and Botox and funding and other issues we're dealing with. I mean, you're dealing with important people. You hard-working voting citizens. Nothing against hard-working voting citizens. I know, Mother. What'd she say about us?
Alright, now get out of here.
Get your fucking pitchforks. Poke it in your fucking eye. Right, so in those systems, whether it's state workers or investigators, police, lawyers, other citizens, when they don't want to wake people up and instead coddle their childish beliefs and attack the innocent citizens for what? Being a non-vaxxer? Karen. Dangerous, schizophrenic, shoplifter. Come on, lay it on. I mean, you could say I'm a serial killer, and it doesn't justify what they're doing to those kids. Like, that's why we said it's okay they killed us. Yeah, we deserved it. Us horrible non-vaxxers are going to bring back measles. I know, we just ruin your lives with all our truths. Really puts a damper on your sick fucking lifestyles, doesn't it? No, not yours. I know you're living it up, aren't you? Good job. Sick fucks profiting from the abuse of our children. Can't find no. So yeah, what do you do in the systems that are supposed to protect people from those childish beliefs? Not only not do that, but they actually coddle and promote. All the way to the fucking news stations. It's ridiculous. It's fucking insane. You better get some rest. You have a stem cell appointment tomorrow. You want to have good rest, you know. You can't be stressing yourself out with reality. I know, you need it. You need it. It's life-saving. I bet you have some kind of rare cancer.
I've got to keep this conversation fluid. I'll do how to function. I'm feeling like a clown at a funeral luncheon. I'm a goner.
Man, I reached my marijuana maximum consumption.
Goddamn hors d'oeuvre threw my knife for a curve. But I could be the hero that this party deserves. So I hoop and rally, sink the last cup. Turns out it was my team's cup. Fuck. I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing the point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind.
Good morning.
Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint, what? Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint, alright. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint, yo, what? Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint, yeah. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint, alright. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint, yeah. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Coffee in the joint, yo, that's right.
Jeez, huh?
Let's take them out.
Another nice thing about getting old is you can leave any social event early just by saying you're tired. Works great with family members. Just turn to the person next to you and say, geez, I'm getting tired, you know? Oh, you tired? Come on, Grandpa's tired. Grandpa's going to bed. Someone else says, but it's 7:30 in the morning. There's always one asshole in the family. Another nice thing about getting old is you can leave any social event early just by saying you're tired. Works great with family members. Just turn to the person next to you and say, geez, I'm getting tired, you know? Oh, you tired? Come on, Grandpa's tired. Grandpa's going to bed. Someone else says, but it's 7:30 in the morning.
Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline removes up to 100% of performance-robbing deposits.
Ocean State Job Lot. Everything you need and everything you didn't know you needed.
This is for my people out there feeling like they black sheep, running from the wolves that are nipping at your back feet. Leather jacket, pocket knives, fencing in the back streets, bursting into flames like a match.
Get to SkyCal over a pursuit in Riverside County. Sheriff's deputies are following a white Prius, working to confirm with deputies what exactly the suspect is wanted for right now. But you notice law enforcement there on the left side of your screen, and I believe that's the white Prius there out in front.
Yeah, it looks like they have their lights off right now. We believe that this. Oh, take a look. What fell out of the car? It looked like, was that a tire?
Yeah.
It looked like one of the back tires started possibly unraveling or coming apart. Now, we don't know the details on what was used to possibly stop this pursuit before, like spike strips possibly, or if they've tried a pit maneuver. Right now, all we know is we believe Riverside County Sheriff is pursuing this car, and this is in Diamond Bar right now.
You can also see right there the friction coming from that tire coming off, and it looks like
one of those
smoke.
back tires there.
Yeah, coming out of the back, and the sparks right there going against the road. So you have to imagine that things are going to slow down for this car here in a second, or at least within the next few minutes at most. But then that also adds some level of danger depending on how fast they're going.
Yeah, it really does, because they're on the westbound at 60 right now, and so far they've cleared the area. I can imagine that law enforcement has been trying to clear the 60 ahead of this car getting to any traffic here. But yeah, you can see that front tire, the front driver's tire, just sparking right now as, you know, that metal is hitting the ground there, the freeway, the concrete, and you can see it. That has no rubber left onto it. That's when we see this happen. And you wonder, just no rubber left onto it. That's when we see this happen. And you wonder just how much longer this car can go, especially at high speed.
Because you're also concerned about potential fire danger here too, because obviously friction at that degree could potentially spark a fire, and with a car and an engine, that obviously leads to potentially disastrous results.
Yeah, you see the car swaying now, moving back and forth, pretty good there.
Well, the good news here, at least, is that, like you mentioned, Leslie, they seem to have cleared out traffic. So there's no other. We haven't seen any other bits of traffic on the freeway here. So at least that's out of the way. And now it's just a matter of, as we zoom out, to get it close here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting 7.
Yeah, Riverside County Sheriffs, we were told they were the ones that began this pursuit, and they're pretty aggressive at getting their team behind this vehicle here. Now, we don't know if CHP has taken it over. Normally, CHP would on a freeway, especially since we're out of that Riverside County area, but it looks like Riverside County Sheriff's still sticking with this. It's almost unbelievable how fast this car is still going with that front tire completely missing any rubber.
Yeah, we've been sitting around, and right now the mile per hour marker on the top right of your screen was approaching close to 90 miles an hour. It's really hovered around that high 50s to mid 60s mark since we've broken in. But yeah, that is still incredibly fast, and now I'm wondering if they're potentially taking an exit.
They are coming,
Ooh,
coming off, but look at those sparks, Gio. It looks like, okay, it just hit the guardrail there, sideswiped it a bit. It's going to be hard to see because we have some trees here, but looks like they're going to try a pit.
There you go.
Okay. Just hit this white Prius, and the truck is going to try to keep going.
Yeah, all these trees, and the fact that that Prius also has its lights out makes it even harder to see, like directly in front of it, so you're really getting the illumination from the sheriff's deputy directly behind. But
this car's just going to keep going back onto the freeway.
But you notice how in that exit is when the sheriff's deputies took the opportunity to do that pit maneuver, right? Because how often do we talk to law enforcement and they tell us they won't do it in scenarios where you're going at high speeds on the highway, but they did it on an exit away from everything else, and it seemed to have worked, and now here we sort of restarted again.
Yeah, and I want to correct myself. I thought they got back on the freeway here. It looks like they're on Rose Beach Boulevard here. Upper Tangy Real Valley. You know, last we heard they were through Diamond Bar.
Back end of that car is also dangling a bit there. Yeah, the bumper's loose.
Bumper's loose. That front driver's side tire missing its rubber completely down to the metal framing, and this car's still going.
Yeah, that
70 miles
speed
per hour
is insane. I mean, going to your comment from just a couple. Oh
take
boy.
a look at that.
Oh,
just
no.
sparks flying from that front tire as this driver is trying to just push this car despite the dangerous situation.
And now being off the freeway
into
into an area where there's buildings and potentially other cars close by.
A wake-up call this community wasn't expecting.
There we go.
Really loud, like right at our door where the windows were shaking.
It was like right by my window, so I got scared. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Kathy Palacios and her daughter live a block away from the Puente Hills Mall, which was the site of yet another military training mission early Friday morning. It was startling, and we had no notice of it. We did not knock on the door or mail nothing. This is the fourth city this week in LA County, rattled by helicopters, flybys, and flashbangs.
They say this movement came out of nowhere.
Military
They
isn't
don't know
confirming
me.
much.
Like
Pasadena,
out of a
Long
whole
Beach,
lot
and
of
the City of Industry have been targets of a secret training operation.
We're seeing pushed to the brink.
From towns where the closest hospital is hours away. From workers who pay more in taxes than billionaires. Loggers who've endured for generations only for tariffs to make things harder. Young people who want to own a home to call their own. Seniors ready to demand the dignity they deserve.
For decades, the powerful have taken. Piece by piece.
Store by store.
Hospital by hospital. Shore by shore. They have taken.
They took so much, they began to think we didn't even exist at all.
But they don't know Maine. They don't know the power that we have here. We are taking back what is ours. I'm Graham Plattner, and I approve this message.
Bunkers. Bella! I didn't see you there. And you brought friends. Lots of new faces here.
And you'll notice in the frame, you're counting at least 4, 5 sheriff's deputies. Now it looks like 6 there, so they're gonna approach this vehicle.
They're gonna approach this vehicle very slowly, but take a look on the top of your screen. Yeah, you can see it does look to be like a drive-through of some sort. So there's a lot of people in this area, and we still don't know necessarily the want, what this person was wanted for. We know obviously they wanted to get away. And getting out of the vehicle, going to slam the door, and that is not what law enforcement wants to see.
It was such an aggressive exiting the vehicle, looking directly at officers, and then just getting right back in and slamming that door shut. Now, again, we've only seen the one person get out. Right now, we don't have any other indication that there's more than just the driver in the vehicle.
And we don't know.
And we don't know what the want is, or how this all started, or even what led up to the tire, the front driver's side tire, to pop off, because when we broke in to programming a few minutes ago, we were already noticing the sparks flying from the vehicle as it was driving on the road, on the freeway, and then on that exit ramp. But here they go.
And this is a very dangerous situation for law enforcement to just go straight up into that car. Look at them. They're breaking the driver's side window. They have canine there. And we want to be careful because we don't know the situation here, but it looks like they're going to take that driver down to the ground.
It almost looks like there's somebody else coming out of the back end there, yeah.
They just removed what looked like possibly a child or someone smaller.
Yeah.
They grabbed them rather quickly, and just, it looks like a child.
Yeah, just based on the size and how quickly they removed, and it looked like it was coming from the back seat too.
Okay, we're seeing it looks like a person that police have taken away, possibly a victim in all of this, or we don't know the relation between the driver, but take a look, you can see the driver there.
Being taken into custody and picked up off the ground, but yeah, a lot of our focus is right there at the top of your screen as deputies continue to search that vehicle. It looks like the suspect's getting put in the back of a patrol car, so
and this is
that's under
probably
control.
why officers, Riverside County sheriffs, were being so aggressive with trying to get this vehicle to stop. It's hard to really make out that person there. It looked possibly, am I saying two people?
No, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, maybe. Hold on.
Looks like two
Maybe one sitting
people.
down?
One sitting down, the other one...
Yep, two people,
yeah,
you're right.
It looks like two children.
Yeah, they look about the same size.
Those Riverside County Sheriff's officer, that officer there is going to try to, just console them and get them to safety.
Well, especially
looks like one of the children is confused about possibly what's happening. You can imagine how scary it is for all of them.
Yeah.
We know at least one of them was in the vehicle, not both, when the officers had to attempt two pit maneuvers.
Two, right.
This vehicle was driving 70 miles per hour.
Upwards of 60 at least, yeah.
With at least one tire completely gone.
You feel so bad for these kids right now as you take a look at the
so hard
deputy
to
there,
see
just
as
trying
the
to console the little one there. Both of them, really. And, considering the danger here in this situation, because when we started, obviously, we still don't know the want for this situation, so we have no idea that, we don't know that, and we also don't have the idea of the relationship between these two seemingly young children and the driver of the vehicle. But based on what we've seen so far, it's those two plus the driver who is now in custody, taken in by Riverside County Sheriff's deputies. And the one thing that really caught our eye before we even noticed the two children being removed from the back seat of the vehicle that you're taking a look at there at the bottom of your screen is how the suspect opened the vehicle after finally getting pitted that second time and coming to a full stop, looked directly at sheriff's deputies
as if they weren't going to give up,
and then shut the door incredibly aggressively. And then that's when we saw that collection of deputies, a number of them, approach the vehicle in very aggressive fashion, break down that driver's side window, and then open the back doors, back seats, and then take these kids out.
Harrowing scene, really, because you have to wonder what these kids were going through in that car. One of those, that how they have hugged the sheriff's deputies here on scene. That whisked away, we saw at least that little boy from the backseat of that car.
And knowing, right, it just changes your perspective entirely, knowing that you're cutting in on a dangerous pursuit. We already know how dangerous and crazy these situations can get, but now picture two young kids in the back seat of this vehicle that's been pit maneuvered not once but twice, going at excessive speeds, and then having a row of law enforcement come up and get them out of the situation while also trying to keep them calm and safe.
It is really not what we expect, but a lot of these pursuits, we don't always know the situations, which is why police want them to come to a stop immediately, and why possibly they were so aggressive with just trying to get this car to stop to help these two children here. we were seeing they were wrapping the hand of what looked like one of the officers here on scene. So it looks like one may have been injured. And take a look, you can see law enforcement now searching this white Prius. Again, we don't know the relation of this driver and these children.
And we have reached out, being told we have reached out to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department to try and get some information on what exactly is going on here. So we'll obviously continue to maintain our eye on this and keep you posted after the end of a incredibly dangerous pursuit, a suspect in custody, and two seemingly young children off here to the side, and just what's been a harrowing situation. So we'll circle back once we know more and keep you posted.
Career politicians have had their chance. Nirav Shah will shake up the system. Shah will fight for progressive change, finally building toward universal health care, standing against the genocide in Gaza, fighting Trump and his ICE regime. Nirav Shah.
I told her I'm willing to live like a dog, eat a can of beans, one banana, half a gallon of milk.
Just staying north of LAX, where we are able to keep an eye on this U-Haul pursuit, but for right now, they are just staying closely behind, and we'll see if they choose to set up a spike strip. The thing also, when you have spike strips, you try, the driver has some sort of a predictive behavior, an opportunity for them to try and get ahead of the vehicle and predict when that car is going to be in the path of a spike strip. But this guy has been changing directions so often that it would be hard for them to predict where he is going to be in time for them to put out a spike strip. And now flipping another U-turn, more stuff coming out of the back of the U-Haul, and we are southbound once again here.
Does I enjoy spending time with you more than Harvey? Does she
with her life?
She does.
I love her. I love her.
She seems like a good woman.
I love her. I'll live like a dog the rest of my life so she can be happy.
She seems like a damn good woman.
As Jimmy rambles on, the ranger asks where he thinks Harvey could be.
Where do you think Harvey's at?
I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, that's the deal. We're trying to find this dude. I mean, he's missing.
But wait, and he's sober. He's calm and everything. But once he starts drinking, he molds into a different person.
He's like, just completely changes. I mean,
he's just
two-faced. Like he's normal when he's.
It's like he goes into a different body, a different mind.
Man.
For some, less is more. But the right details make it everything. VID.
$35. I'm out here. Hey, Fern. Connor, what's going on?
I didn't mean to.
What did you do?
I was trying to tell my caseworker.
All right.
I didn't mean to.
So is this, Connor, remember last time we were out here, we were talking about appropriate behavior?
I didn't mean to, I swear.
All right, so go in the house so we can talk.
Please, I didn't mean to.
Connor, go in the house so we can talk.
Get away, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Connor, we need to get A for one. It's cold as shit outside. You don't got no clothes on.
I didn't mean to.
Okay, if you didn't mean to, that's fine. Connor, we gotta get in the house.
I need to call up a major officer.
Okay, well then we were gonna call your probation officer in the house. Come on. Kyra, you gotta get in the house.
I'll get in the house.
You get in the house all yourself?
Yeah, I'll get out one way.
$35.
I don't know if you can call them, see if someone can get the door.
Yeah.
What happened?
She threw her arms.
Here, face wall. Give me your hands. Give me your hands. Kyra. Put your other hand out. Put your other hand out.
I just want to die.
Give me your other hand. What do you got? Give me your other hand. Kyra, give me your other hand and get another charge. Okay, then put your arm out and act like...
Susan Collins secured $190 million.
You okay? Judge, 37th District Court. I'm sorry, this is not something that I want to do. I feel like absolute shit right now. If you want to go through a couple tests. I have no choice, do I? Is anybody injured?
Who's Chief Judge? Yeah, Chief Judge totally drunk off his ass. Oh, this was just March 25th. See here.
On March 25th, 2026, Sterling Heights police officers were dispatched to the
He's a
intersection
chief
of Van
judge,
Dyke
he's
and
driving
Triangle
drunk,
Drive following
hit a
reports
bus.
of a vehicle crashing into a smart bus carrying passengers. Upon arriving on scene, officers made contact with the driver of a Ford Fusion that had rear-ended the bus. The driver was identified as John Shimura, the Chief Judge of Michigan's 37th District Court. During their initial contact,
Drinking and
officers immediately
driving?
observed several signs of possible
What the
intoxication,
fuck?
including the odor of alcoholic beverages, slurred speech,
This
and
is
difficulty
alcohol!
maintaining his balance. Let's take a look at how this incident unfolded and hear Judge Chimura's explanation of what happened.
Already pulled over. You can't pull over anymore. Hey, what's up?
There's normally a book and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's for you too. I don't know.
Fucked up, huh?
Hi. You okay? What happened? I'm sorry? You hit the guy in front of you. Yeah. I gotcha. Where are you coming from?
Right, I mean, people just want to keep showing how crazy it is, how insane it is that people actually believe their shit, and the extent that they go. And how when these people try to question them with the simple facts, they're not going to have it. You better get away from them or they're going to call the police. Yeah, it gets totally insane, doesn't it?
Was there like a meeting or something going on? I got this. And you just left there? How much did you drink there?
You're absolutely right. People shouldn't have to be questioned in their own... I mean, kids shouldn't have to be fucked and tortured in their own home by punks. Vaccine injured against their own will and their mother's wishes. After extensive research and advice from experts. Yeah, we're dealing with a lot of fucking hags here in our State Department's main parent federation over the years. We were beyond fed up by 2012 and 13, and many innocent people had already been killed. Strange suicides and a lot of other bullshit. So yeah, we're way past that. My name's Mary, and we're at the Governor Hill Mansion, and I have 4 children here. My youngest 2 are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. His name's Michael Scott Garan. He was born 6/22/1984, and him and his sick fucking mother, Shirley, are 2 of the most fucking abusive people I've ever met in my life. And it'll come out the same way every time, with the same passion, emotion, anger, frustration. We can say it calmer. I mean, just naturally, as a parent, just put yourselves in those shoes for a moment. Imagine that it's true. I mean, your reaction would probably be way more over the top than ours. Everybody says that. They'd fucking kill them, take their heads off. I know. That's what we try to explain to people, is we've done these cases for so long, and we've seen their heads taken off a lot. We've seen them know they're going to get caught, and the kids get murdered. We see murder-suicides all the time. All the fucking time, dude. It's insane. Right, so knowing that, to be able to have that patience and not do what we should do as decent, upstanding citizens. Right, because as decent military people, you understand that there's a time to fucking kill, right? Right, so thank goodness we're not killers. We're nonviolent people, and we're law-abiding citizens. And we're fucking appalled at how our state departments and systems and people that are supposed to protect children have been protecting sick fucking child abusers and attacking innocent citizens. Yeah, we got a fucking problem, alright. We're nonviolent. We can talk calmly to anybody at any time. Just because we vent our anger on here and they want to show you clips. Listen, see how it acts? See how it acts? See? It does get angry, see? As though, okay, we'll arrest it and lock it up. Yeah, they're fucking psycho. Yeah, so hopefully the proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine do what they're supposed to do to help these children. We're watching from the great beyond as dead mothers wondering what the fuck. And wow, also very grateful for so many people who are aware. It's incredible, really. It's heartwarming. It keeps a lot of us going. That's what keeps a lot of people in these positions from not snapping and killing themselves, is seeing other people stepping the fuck up, whether that be talking about how dandelions help cleanse your liver. Dandelion greens. You want to make sure, buy a nice tea. Don't go picking dandelion greens off the side of the road that could have oil, piss, dirt. You don't know what is on those dandelion greens. Right. I mean, and when they take it in for processing and all that, if it did have piss or shit or oil on it, I mean, it gets, in the process, it's way better than if you were to just pick it, boil it a little bit. Yeah, their process is probably way better and more certified. That's why it's on the box. Or handshake. See how one handshake is a little more trustworthy than another? I mean, you can shake one hand, and no, you don't even got to shake their hand. You don't got a pinky swear or nothing. No papers signed. Because you know. Right, where other people, it's like, no, we're getting, what do they call that thing? Prenuptial, we're getting. Fuck that. You mean you don't trust me? Don't even start that shit. It's off. It's off. How many times have you seen that one? Oh, man. And then, like, the aftermath, too. They gotta go to therapy. Sometimes the therapists of these people get together, like, oh my god. Now it's all making sense. Now we're fucking nuts, too. What nut came first? The nut or the nut? You're a fucking nut job. Wacko. Mommy's alright, daddy's alright. They just seem a little weird. Surrender, surrender. But don't give yourself away. Surrender, surrender. Mommy's alright, daddy's alright. The judge is fucking drunk and just crashed into an E-bus. Surrender. Now, there are people asking if that had been not a judge and this officer didn't know that was a judge. This interaction would probably be a lot different. I know, he even said he felt bad. I feel bad you being a judge alone. What? No, if anything, this is way more fucking disappointing, sir. I mean, I expect this out of pieces of shit citizens that don't know any better, because they were never taught that in the fucked up public school systems. God damn it, I hate this job. We don't even get a desk. We don't even get a desk. They took our pens.
Do you want to continue to try? Okay. Alright. So after the personal push also, I'm asking you to take a peek and see. Will you take one for me?
Cuddle and save on insurance with Liberty Bibbity.
The line is bundle and save on insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. I have puppies.
Well, put the puppies down.
I can't. Only pay for what you need.
That sound just ricocheted back into the depths of my brain.
Gluten-free bread is made with the best of Jack, our taste guardian.
Showing. Ari, ari, ari. Central Station. How may we take your order? Can you keep it straight? Yeah, but I don't have to. I'm in my room. Are we on a business call? Hold on.
Alright, now get out of here. I got this feeling inside. Can't find no.
We're so sorry to keep you waiting.
I must be missing the point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my life. I must be missing the point.
You were on hold to be put on hold. Thank you for all your patience. I ain't getting paid. So you can shoot the messenger if you want. I mean, if it's gonna make you feel better, just shoot the messenger. But understand, that doesn't help anything. It make you feel better for a second.
It's amazing. Now come and get this slice. And if they try to take my herb, I'll say, take my wife. But Kevin, you're not married. This shit is getting scary. I'm mixing up my history. My memories are buried. And I don't have a clue what's real or imaginary. So take heed, my children, cause this story's cautionary. Yeah, I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. Coffee and a joint. What? Coffee and the joint. 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 So I was standing in the corner of the kitchen by myself, eyeing up the pop brownies on the top shelf. I'm thinking maybe just a nibble of doom, but I didn't eat dinner.
What about who? I have heard of Terrence McKenna. Why?
I got to keep this conversation fluid.
You think they're going to talk about it on that hourly show?
Consumption. Yeah, goddamn hors d'oeuvres through my knife over curve. But I could be the hero that this party deserves. So rock, boom, and rally, sip the last cup. Turns out it was my team's cup.
Fuck.
I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing.
Yeah, you know what? No matter what level you're at or who you work for, whatever side of the law or spiritual networks you work on, whatever your opinion is of us, again, whether or not you think we're safe, dangerous, whatever you're learning about patterns and behaviors and histories. It's a bunch of Hershey. Goddamn sexist bastards. Remember the Sweeney sisters? The Saturday Night Live. They were funny. That's funny. You know what? I don't know who the fuck that they could be some sick fucking activists that are right in the same bucket. Is it stupid, right? I don't care.
I'm terrible at this one.
I don't care.
That's okay.
Are they friends with Maria Shriver?
Thanks, you.
I don't care. You know what? I watched it when I was a kid and I thought it was funny and it makes me laugh. I don't fucking care who they are, who they voted for, what charities they gave to. I really don't care about anything personally. Those things do exist. To get at the heart of it. And to not try to go, well, they didn't too. They didn't pay their taxes. They grabbed a pussy. Did you slap a dick? Did you slap a dick? Did you? You slapped a dick, didn't you? Had it coming for years.
The year is 2001. I'm 11 years old. I'm at the Philadelphia X Games with my father. Someone walks up to me and hands me a CD for this new band. They say you
Lesbian Holiday Party.
The CD says Gorillaz.
SNL. 12 years ago.
At that exact moment,
2015.
my life was changed forever.
How timely.
Oh, God.
Knew we brought it up for a reason. It was posted 12 years ago, right? So it could have been in the 80s. It's so shiny and new. No, it's not shiny and new. You hear that? I got sunshine.
Church chat.
Hello again, I'm the church lady.
Havala, viva hala.
Thank you. As you all know, our world of television ministries has been rocked by scandal. Who are these people? Responsible Christian broadcasters or greedy media sluts? You be the judge. Now to tell their side of the story, let's welcome ex-PTL club leaders, Jim and Tammy Baker.
Thank you, church lady. It was kind of you to invite us here.
And you know, I just want to thank all our partners for all their love and their support and their prayers.
Well, Jim and Tammy, you can just relax because on my show, no one is going to mention adultery, blackmail, missing funds, drug-induced psychosis, or getting booted from the PTL. So, what else is going on?
Well, church lady, I guess we are kind of preoccupied with the scandal right now.
I bet you are, Jimbo. Well, you know, it just gripes my bottom that every time the press gets a hold of a story about a minister who's having a little piece of chicken on the side, people just talk. What drove Tammy to take those Valium? Oh, it was Jimmy and his little girlfriend. Oh, did you hear? While she was home pill popping, he was with his little love muffin. Well, how convenient. A tawdry little love tryst with a 20-year-old. Jimmy, all I can say right now is shame.
Well, you see, church lady, I was wickedly manipulated by treacherous friends. It was 7 years ago. It only happened once. It only took 15 minutes.
Jimmy, excuse me, but what took 15 minutes?
His little visit to the Lucky Stiff Motel. Isn't that right, honey?
Yes, dear.
15 minutes. Well, let's break that down, shall we? First, we check in under a false name, probably Steve. All right, then we slip a lewd into Jessie's wine, just to get her in the mood. Then we peel off Jessie's spandex pants and tube top. Then Jimmy has to explain how this has never happened to him before. How long does that take, Tammy? Excuse me.
Oh, I'd say about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, so we have some more time here. So then Jimmy, a few more minutes. Yes, Jimmy preps the bed, and I guess Jesse preps Jimmy. So there we are. Our naughty parts all engorged and tingling. Leaving us, let's see, 2 minutes to fornicate. Well, apparently some of us do our thinking below the Bible belt. Jimmy, was it worth $265,000? No. Alrighty. Well, Tammy, while Jimmy was there, out there drugging Jesse and reaffirming his manhood, what exactly were you doing?
Well, you know, church lady, those nights just sort of blur together, don't they, honey? But you know, Jim would go out every night during Crosswits, and that's when I got addicted to all manner of flu pills, and I hallucinated cats out of the ceiling. I did, didn't I, honey? And sometimes their heads would vaporize and explode, and yeah, and once it felt like someone shoved a pound cake ring down over my head, and the bun, right, honey? And the bun unbraided, and the filling rose up in flames, and all the raisins turned into demons, and I put my hands up and I said, demonic raisins, I rebuke you.
Well, isn't that special? Tammy, we have a bit of goop on our face. Oh, I'm sorry. That's mascara. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Well, apparently Tammy missed her mouth is moving, but we have no idea what we're saying, do we? Now, let's think. Who would have jammed that bun cake ring down over your head, Tammy? Who was it? Who could it possibly be? Was it? Oh, I don't know. Say it.
Yes, it was.
Really? Well, isn't that extra special?
Church lady, I just want our partners to know we have repented and we need their emotional and financial support now more than ever. I don't know how many of you good people out there have been blackmailed for sexual misconduct. Now we all know that blackmail is bad, but what's worth it? It's expensive.
Plus, we have another payment due, partners. We do.
Tammy, we're begging now, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're just groveling on our little feet with our little black streaks coming down our little face. Well, okay, bakers, I think we've got the picture here. Why don't you just say bye-bye now? Bye-bye and good luck. Alrighty? Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Okay. People, these are trying times. Everyone's trying everything and getting caught. It's just a big fat romp in the park for the Beastmaster. Now, I want to reassure my viewers I am not a televangelist with a megabuck ministry or a theme park. I'm just the church lady. Billy, can I have my special shaft line? I would just like to say to all the Swaggarts and Schulers and Falwells and Roberts, to Ivan Boesky and all those Wall Street inside traders, to President Reagan and all his Iran scammers, well, when trouble erupts, power corrupts. And I'm sure you'll all agree I'm just a little bit superior to all of these. Okay, hit it, Pearl.
show because these people don't believe in me. But I'm a better show up before they hear the end of me. I'll be writing songs till the end of all eternity. And I went to college, man, my band was my fraternity. Never stick my nose in the shit that ain't concerning me. But I'll be the first to swing, man, if you're burning me. Every day you wait's just another day wasted. I'm so damn close, man, I can taste it. Well, can you feel it? Yeah. I'm like 6 damn strings, never sad and so appealing. Can you feel it? Yeah. I'm like one together like a fantasy, like you live. 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 Like you believe in you. Like you. 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 Like you believe in you.
Oh, Saturday, you are simply glorious.
That's right, Max.
And now, with Walmart's Saturday Showdown, you just became legendary.
Don't worry, Shaq. The General gives you a break, whether it's on your car insurance
Or a break from your car acting up.
My leg! Go on without me. We got you covered, Bumblebee. For a great low rate, go with the General.
Early in the morning, rising to the street. Light me up that cigarette and I'll strap shoes on my feet. Got to find the reason things went wrong. Got to find the reason why my money's all gone. I got a Dalmatian, I can still get high. I can play the guitar like a
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. No, just a bit itchy. In some spots. Yeah, and at a certain stuff you'll start to feel like different little tingles or itchies in different spots.
I don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. I don't get angry when my mom smokes weed. Back to the road. It's fly if it's all the same. But then we'll do it down to where the snakes say. Let the loving come back to me.
Yeah, sometimes too, if eating a lot of different foods and stuff you're not used to can cause that a little bit. Thank goodness it's really not irritating enough. And no abrasions either, which is good. I know, it makes a big difference with that other color in there. I know, I'm trying to decide what to do the other ones.
1, 2, 3. There was a bright color garland in the lights of my garden. Said, calm yourself, darling. I'll find your peace of mind for you.
You.
Into the darkness we'll find our freedom. Our hearts are one and together they beat 'em. Stars they are falling and not so appealing. This feels like love and love feels like healing. Anticipation slowly is building. We'll find our peace and it's not so revealing. This is the moment I hear you calling. We'll sit together and watch as the stars they are falling for you. They're falling, they're falling. She's calling.
Wow.
They're falling. There was a bright color garland in the lights of my garden. Said, call me soft, darling. I'll find your peace of mind for you. There was a bright color garland in the lights of my garden. Said, call me soft, darling. I'll find your peace of mind for you. You. When my levels of stress reach the peak of their crest, I smell the flowers in their hand, feel the lightness of a dress. I lay my head down and feel your heart through your chest. We can breathe it in together, we can blow on at the best. You tend to my worries.
As a family farm, when prices go up the way they are, it crushes you. And now Susan Collins.
And it becomes a fall apart, it's a new start that brings, yeah. We're falling, she's calling, they're falling. There was a bright color garland in the lights of my garden. Said, call me soft, darling. I'll find your peace of mind for you. There was a bright color garland.
Shit on the street. What you do is you try to say, hey, obviously we have a real problem. This needs to be addressed for the greater good of the city and for these people. They need mental health care. They need addiction care. It's a real problem that needs to be addressed. You can't just leave them out in the street and let them do whatever they want and become a hazard for everybody else. Then it makes the city kind of fucked up.
Well, I don't know what when you speak, it sounds like more of a political choice.
No.
Someone's saying, well, it sounds like they're saying they're being, paid to shit on the streets and
I'm not saying
become mentally ill.
Paid to shit on the streets. They
I
are
always felt like
mentally
mental
ill.
illness happened first before living on the street.
Unquestionably. And it's all during the Reagan administration when they opened up the mental health institutes and just let people out in the streets.
Well, it started before that in New York, and that was my experience in New York was like Rockefeller way back when, and I could be wrong, but this is how it was attributed, sort of closed up the mental health hospitals and pushed these many people out on the streets.
Yeah.
That had nowhere to go, and it wasn't a poverty situation, although it looks like it when you look at it. It's really a mental health situation, and a great number of these people have no interest in going into a place.
Right.
They would just as soon live on the street. Their life is like an interior monologue that they can't control, and living in a home is no different than living on the street. The thing is still going on. The conversation is still going on inside the brain.
But there has to be a solution for it.
Well, okay, so I don't disagree that there has to be a solution, but I don't think that people are. This is sort of like where, I'd like to think about, let's not talk politics, let's agree on what we can agree on. So that solution is like, this is where the great minds of California or the United States need to come together and say, okay, why don't we solve these problems that are common to every state?
Someone is asking, are they talking about all homeless people or just the ones that are bumbling drug addicts out of their minds? Right, because for a lot of people that's just a phase too, right? You hear all these recovery stories. So those people had to have had some kind of bumbling phase, I suppose. Talking about conspiracy theories. Doing drugs, selling drugs, trading, promoting dangerous things. It just looks different, I guess, depending on your status. The class is just using this as an example. because they're having a discussion. So they're saying, do they think all homeless people are bumbling idiots and they need to be... Right, because I mean, no, when you look at it and they show some of these encampments where they have purposely sent a lot of the worst drug addicts because they were told that's the place to go if you want to be able to do drugs and live free and be out on the right, and then you wind up with these groups of people. Some of it is staged, a lot of that. Well, staged almost and real, because they get people, they sell it to them, and then it doesn't take long. I mean, literally within weeks, you can find some people down and out, and they look like freaking 20-year drug addicts pretty quickly. I mean, you can tell usually, though, the difference, yeah. Some can. Right, but I mean, most homeless people, right, need a home. Right, I don't. Maybe those people in that world fail to see a lot of the issues being brought up with bumbling fools and people losing their minds, police officers being ambushed. Right, a lot of these punks that are feeding the activist groups and different people, a lot of them are heavily connected to. Right, when you start understanding the child and animal abuse, all these different investigations, the psychedelics, catalytic converter, chop shops, directly connected to the punks fucking our kids. You know, when you go back and you look at all the different things and how a lot of the support systems come in place, everybody jumping on board. There's a new round every year, different ones, investigators, Karen, non-vaxxer, bully. You got all these people on the sidelines loving all of that, and those people jumping on board whatever funding or cool gig or feeding or chasing scam. I know, they all think they're so fucking cool. Right, they all want to claim to be being one of the good watchdogs. Right, they don't want to look at. I know, you try to tell them. A lot of good people tried to tell them many years ago, and we watched them get taken out. Take themselves out, in some cases. Murders, strange accidents. Good people. I know, when you go back and you look at who and what we're talking about. Nothing personal. Right, so the concern with those same groups that are feeding those activist groups, a lot of those ones were the ones involved with the catalytic converter, dust, bomb D drug. Yeah, and people literally, they're out of their minds. They're just bumbling off. They're gone. It's so sad. So yeah, what do you do? Right, so that was being brought up as a concern, and for some reason it just got attached to like all homeless people. Right, and then when the systems that are in place to help people that are just homeless and need help up low income housing, how that all got fucked with. State workers, I'm telling you, a lot of them, nasty fucking people. Where are they now? I know, they gotta hide from crazy people like me, right? I know, when you see it, when you actually start to see it and how fucking ridiculous it is, it's a junior high bullshit every fucking corner you turn, and it's disturbing to us adults who are children at heart. Actually see what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I mean, we went numb to it years ago. We're dead mothers. Long before we went to Canada in 2017. What were those Romanians saying? Maddie, tell us a story of when you were a little girl. No. Thanks for the smokes, though. Remember that little one that was in there? She's just tiny, frail little thing. With the water tattoo on her head. Is she from like Pakistan or something? India? Oh. Well, one of the Jamaican guards in there, when I was talking to her outside, she said, she don't want to leave. So they offered her like $5,000 and a place to stay. We're gonna help her get a job. What? She didn't want to leave. She was scared for some reason. Yeah, she wanted to stay in jail. It's a pretty nice jail, actually. There's a 5-star chef there, made vegan meals. And I ate the yogurt. You were a witness. It's horrible. It's real funny, isn't it? No, when you think about what we're literally talking about, the networks and the abuse, our children being in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles, how people profit from that abuse and target innocent citizens, the ones trying to speak the truth. Do you know how many investigators and good people have been killed or killed themselves over the years involved with these cases? Too many to fucking count. And that's just from my perspective. You can only imagine, huh? Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It's interesting how when you hear them talk about these things, I mean, they have good intentions, it seems. Oh, one of the Ghostbusters, right? Come on. Groundhog Day. What about Bob? Caddyshack. So yeah, when you start to understand that, well, what did we just say? Are we connecting the dots there? The activist groups. What does that have to do with the homelessness? The bumbling idiots on the street being given the catalytic converter dust. Psychedelics, people ambushing police officers, guns being left around. Who's gonna be a serial killer? What? How'd the dog's leg blow up? I don't really care. The point is, it did. At a certain time. What about the little boy that got beat up in the tub? I know, that alone, just that alone, you should be fucking horrified and going, what the fuck, people? Oh, and if you do, don't they justify it? They try to blame it on me. Well, she protected him. What? It doesn't even make sense. The justification they use is fucking bullshit and lies too. It's insane. If the fact that what they say about it and how they ignore it isn't bad enough, then how they try to put the blame once again on the one, you might as well, huh? Everything else is being put on them. They'll believe it. They hate her already. That's what they do. That's why those punks pick the ones they do, the retards. The ones that really deserve it, you know? Right, and then when you understand the before too and what other people were under the assumption of, which is, good too, good looking out. Yeah, no, that's good looking out. We depend on it. I used to feel so uninspired. But no, I agree with what you're saying. Did I translate what you were saying there? Yeah, I was kind of thinking along the same lines. You hear those kind of discussions. Like, do they not get it? Or, I know. And then when you get the activist lines, and over the years, seeing all these different connections, the same activist funding groups, the feeding and the chasing, the child and animal pornography. He's very good friends with Alex Jones, yeah? They're gonna make you eat maggots. Child pedo rings. Follow along. You gotta know your enemy, right? Not that they're enemies. Maybe just some of their audience members. Shop boys. Guys at the copy machine. Are you making meatballs? There's a lot of people making meatballs. There might be a few fucked up meatball makers. I know, and then when all the meatball makers want to get upset. Right, especially if it means shutting down the meatball factory, and them and their kids are going to suffer. Fuck that. Our reputations and jobs are going to be destroyed because some meatball maker fucked a kid. Fuck that. Whose kid is it? Well, they fucking deserved it anyway. That's called karma. And just people being in that mindset and thinking that, well, if my kids are being fucked and tortured, that's my bad karma. What? It makes no sense. That's fucked up and evil. You must take prescription drugs. Sick fucks. Right, so hopefully people are understanding that and they do what they can to help these kids. We're dead mothers watching from the great beyond. It's amazing. You hear the birds? Iowa cops discover pregnant woman murdered in a shopping cart. Wow. That baby never had a chance. It wasn't born anyways. How about that? Was that born that way? I mean, did you know how to tie your shoes when you were born? Some can't as adults. Morning lovebirds. Were you born with preferences? It's a good question. I like where you're going with that. What? Oh, the one earlier? Are they watching that now in that class? Yeah, it's a rough one.
Only bars I'm standing behind are the ones I'm spitting. The kid is in rare form, fans love the guard. Put a chosen on your ears, cause my lyrics are coming hard. I'm cocky, and don't ask why. This shit saying you know it yourself. I can't jump that high. These little pups throwing pebbles at the guard. I laugh at these peasants like, ha 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 ha. The nerve of these youngins having a goal to diss me. I just tell them go somewhere and play. I'm busy. Waste the flesh, you waste the space. I even let you eat with the kid without saying grace. Old dudes wanna battle, I get them and laugh. Them dudes ain't worth the gas in my ass, but I might squirt at you little jerks. I'm doing big things for stuck. I know it hurts well. Stay off my nuts and get your hustle on, you can get out your rut. Time is precious, you suspend it in mind. It's like your clock is broken, it just won't wind. I can't explain how I rip these lines, and I'm blessed with the skill to bring it straight from the mind. Every rapper's cocky, all it ain't just me. So don't hate me, hate them cause they not me. Cops took shots like, but no one can stop me. I'm a bad, bad, if the bullets couldn't do it, you can never keep my name on your lips and I will live forever. Respect the kid, the word is gospel. I stare in the mirror and flare up your nostrils and think mean thoughts about the Bronx Bomber. When I see your face with pieces like tone, I'm sorry.
An article class was reading, about different overdose rates and drugs, prescription drugs, SSRIs, opioids, and fentanyl. Yeah. SSRIs can cause death through lethal overdose injections, cardiac complications, or paradoxical increases in suicidal behavior. Some get what's called serotonin syndrome, a potentially life-threatening condition caused by excess serotonin. It is marked by neuromuscular excitation like muscle rigidity and clonus, autonomic hyperactivity, and altered mental states. So many investigators and citizens and people have been documenting things over the years, and many of us are shocked at when put on these medications, almost forcibly in some cases. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the regimen if you want to have unification. Yeah, when you look at some of these cases, it gets really sick and disturbing what they've been doing. But yeah, a lot of us are disturbed at how when some of those SSRIs were making them feel lethargic, giving them sleep issues, messing with their natural biorhythmic clocks. What do they call that? Right, and also complaining about having muscle issues, feeling more depressed. How it would be ignored, and they would actually increase the dose. It's so lackadaisical. It's like, why are you so glossy? What the fuck is wrong with you? Right, and I mean, you can look at these people and try to question them. Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? It's so documented. Hours and hours and hours of recordings of having discussions and the responses that doctors will give. I mean, it's so generic and textbook and inhumane. By the book. Yeah, talk about AI, huh? I am not a robot, but you seem to be. Conspiracy! Security! Who's upset? I know, if they have a history. I know, you can't even squeak. But yeah, a lot of us very shocked and horrified at how those medications are almost forced upon people for certain programs or regimens. If you want to be put in housing, mental facilities, it's all medication regimens, and you got to take your medication as prescribed, and if something happens, they must not have taken their medication, right? They're fucking sick. That's a mental illness. You're all fucking mentally ill. You need help. Well, yeah, because the SSRIs can also inhibit certain ion channels, leading to cardiac arrhythmias. Caution is highly advised, especially when they combine it with the antipsychotics, which they oftentimes do. It's a lethal combination, really, especially for people with hypersensitivities. Right, and it's to the point where so many people put out concerns about that. And they hear the adults arguing it and pushing the medications, and then if they don't want to take it, the parents get mad at them and want to force the medications on them, scared they're going to turn to devil grass or something. It's stupid. It's really fucking insane. Yeah, because when they combine it with those antipsychotics and other medications that prolong the QT interval, the combination can trigger a fatal ventricular arrhythmia known as torsades de pointes. And on that note, I'm changing my name to Smokey Rodriguez.
Jelly on the wheat, unabashed with a drive to keep our family on our feet. Hard work, raising youngins in the belly of the beast. To be sitting around the table getting ready for the feast. It wasn't easy and it wasn't alone, but we still got a long road to hoe on the road. So what gets sown is the water to grow, and the sunlight to get the harvest ready to show. So it goes, the dough whatever served on the menu. To react with situations that you've been through. We can still get through like we got through. We are not through, just know we got you.
That's actually really sad when you think about it. As angering as it is, it's way more sad. You know, it's the time to cry. It's the time to laugh.
That's right. The creatures might be coming to get ya, but I'm here to slay monsters like Geralt the Witcher. And I'm here with ya, that's all she wrote. Tight like a fat couple caught up in coach for my bros and my blokes. Mamacitas y amigas, yes, all of my folks. If the whole world starts to go up in smoke, we're riding together and we're going for broke. And I'm trying to make sure that don't happen. Climb on this boat with me, ride with your captain. Maintain yourself in an orderly fashion. Calm and collected, but I still need your passion. This is a call to action, packed with exact facts. Building more bridges than you will with a hashtag. Big dog barking, send the fat cats running. Revolution coming now, ain't that something? I wanna ride with you. Monsters till we die. I wanna ride with you. As you by my side. I wanna ride with you. I got a free flag, and I'm gonna let it fly. High, high. I wanna ride with you. I wanna ride with you. I wanna ride with you. I wanna ride with you.
really, really cut the duck, split the Philly as I spit for dilly. This is love, put the snub in the hustler. Spread love to the soldiers, not the ones in Iraq, the ones separated by train tracks and black on black is at. The hood's the foundation from Damu to Mason. My ex-girl zoned out and I got 2 replacements. I have more patience when it's beef, I choose to face it. And treat chicks like they came from Brick City, I just blaze it. When I flow is the coldest, chip on my shoulder, I throw it. Every stage I blow it, you gotta see it to believe it. It's phenomenal, haters I know it bothers you. The way I spit miracles, the way God will do. No blasphemy, you know your heat, ask for me. It's T.O.N.N.
Much love.
Senator Susan Collins delivers from Maine, bringing
You don't believe, read about it, see me about it. You gangster, don't spit about it, be about it. Never a killer, but I lived and be around it. I seen the hardest nigga get his G rerouted. See me, I doubt it, lyrically, physically, I'm the epitome of what a true MC should be. Feel the thunder under your feet when I speak. It's like War of the Worlds, and I'm Tom Cruise, you lose. Since the days of shell toes, I dealt flows and melt foes.
Apart from an asteroid impact, is entirely a story of whether we can sort our culture out enough so as not to annihilate ourselves. And you literally have people doubting whether the Holocaust was even a thing in the context of the greatest explosion of anti-Semitism we have seen in our lifetime. In the middle of a very clear clash between aspiring Islamist theocracy globally and the West, and Israel being the tip of the spear of all of that, massive moral confusion being spread in our society around that, quite consequentially so. Joe is doing as much as anybody to spread that confusion, and he doesn't know it. I mean, I think Joe is a good guy. I don't think he wants to harm anybody. I would not say the same about Tucker Carlson. I think they're completely different types of people, but I mean, it's a disaster what has happened on Joe's podcast, politically and culturally. Whether our species survives is entirely a story, apart from an asteroid impact, it's entirely a story of whether we can...
ABC's World News Tonight, America's most watched newscast. Now streaming same day with all the breaking news of the day on Disney Plus. Most watched, most trusted. Now on Disney Plus every night.
Tonight, breaking news. The horrific attack. A veteran actor from Top Gun Maverick and Jumanji stabbed to death. His body found outside a home. Police say his girlfriend's son called 911, flagging down first responders. What he allegedly told them when they arrived. Trevor Alt in Los Angeles with late details coming in. Tonight, hours after President Trump celebrates a better-than-expected jobs report, the stock market suffers its worst day of the year. What's behind this sudden drop? And tonight, the president signaling a shakeup in national intelligence. Mary Bruce at the White House. The alarming situation on board the International Space Station. Why NASA ordered the astronauts to take shelter. The closely watched Senate race that could decide control of the Senate. Growing questions tonight about Maine Democratic candidate Graham Plattner after several women have come forward with disturbing allegations. Inside a home. Police say his girlfriend's son called 911, flagging down first responders.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, This is World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, I'm Wade Johnson in for David. We begin tonight with breaking news, the horrific killing of a beloved veteran actor in Los Angeles. Authorities describing a bloody scene. 81-year-old James Handy found stabbed to death outside a home. Police say his girlfriend's son called 911, flagging down first responders, telling them he was the person they were looking for. James Handy appearing in dozens of movies and TV shows, his last role in Top Gun Maverick. What authorities are saying about the suspect and the decision made late today. ABC's Trevor Ault leads us off from Los Angeles.
Tonight, disturbing details emerging in the fatal stabbing of a veteran actor and the bizarre alleged confession from the suspect. Los Angeles police say 81-year-old James Handy was stabbed to death Wednesday morning by his girlfriend's 44-year-old son. Officers say they found Handy unresponsive in his front yard with a stab wound to the chest, bloody clothes strewn across the sidewalk, and Handy was later pronounced dead at the hospital. Authorities have now charged Michael Gledhill with murder, saying after the stabbing he called 911 and told them, quote, "I am the Son of Man, I just killed the man of sin." And he then flagged down first responders near the scene, telling them he was the one they were looking for. You need to check yourself in somewhere. James Handy's career spanned decades. Hey, man. He most recently appeared with Tom Cruise in Top Gun Maverick, one of more than 100 TV and movie credits to his name.
And with this suspect's bail had been set at $2 million, we've just learned he's now being held for a psychiatric evaluation. He's due in court later this month.
All right, Trevor Ault for us tonight. We move on now to the U.S. economy and the stock market suffering one of its worst days of the year. The Dow dropping 695 points today. The NASDAQ taking the biggest hit, losing 1,121 points. The S&P 500 down 200. There's also good news for the economy. A new report shows the U.S. added 172,000 jobs last month, more than double the number predicted. And tonight, President Trump on another...
Don't compromise quality insurance for savings or your time for this ad. Hit that skip button. Or don't and watch me skip.
You in there?
Card, you got the pause. I got plaque in my wallet, you like the floss. I got 2 Coronas if you buy out the bar. I represent hip-hop, who's the real star. You got Ghost Riders and I spit from the cranium. You say you got guns since 12, I've been aiming them. When you were platinum, you wasn't getting no ass. Now you're so loud, homie, now you're giving the mass. It's like I'm giving a mass the way I preach to the choir. From the depths of hell, I spit nothing but fire. It's the gold of the streets, it's the passion in my heart. It's the pain and poverty that makes me rip tracks apart. I'm the truth. When I step in the booth, when I'm ripping the crowd, taking over the industry, I'm airing them out. Nothing to lose if I hack in my shoes. From a sinner to a winner now, I just can't lose.
Flash ain't gonna help you if you ain't quick on the trigger. Your name is big, but my pull is bigger. I go hard. I go hard. Chips are down, you won't see me coming. By the time you turn around, your whole crew is running, and I go hard. I go hard.
America's at war, hip-hop is full of whores. They wouldn't let me get so I kick down the door. I ain't waving the 4-4, waving the black flag with a black bass with a black bag full of blackjacks. Ice rolling the game like where's my cash at? Fuck these fake ass battles, tones is past that. The essence of hip hop, this ain't no flashback, I'm the future. Forever funky like an ass crack. Oh, my voice is power and my word is law. My presence alone deserves a throne. Didn't want to be king, I just want to do my thing by the queen, give her a ring and be seen. Put a little paper aside for my sons. Take a little vacate, chill under the sun. Show love to other artists who stay on their grind and have my lyrics remember till the end of time.
Cash ain't gonna help you if you ain't quick on the trigger. Your name is big, but my pull is bigger. I go hard. I go hard. When the chips are down, you won't see me coming. By the time you turn around, your whole crew is running, and I go hard. I go hard. I go hard. I go hard. I go hard.
A blind spot that's never out of sight. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
The Hyundai Tucson comes standard with America's best warranty. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
We, the people of the ballpark, are all in on baseball. Baseball.
For years, for decades, for centuries, we have struggled and fought and bled and died for this. What we ain't gonna do is wait.
Last night I saw a bright red comet in the sky. I asked for its purpose and it gave me a reply. It said, soon come the day master dies, but first you must prepare. Keep our eyes on the prize through the beat of the drum, the light of the fire. We decide to be as free as a bird when it flies, so we ready every axe, sharpen every knife, get our people inside ready and willing to take a life. There'll be none worth saving, soon done slaving, but now we must prepare as usual while we making our plan to reach the promised land of liberation. Breaking the chains before the beast them awaken, watching the houses ablaze before they cave in. No more will I please to the sky be forsaken. All praises due, there'll be much celebration. Plantation.
IndyCloud. IndyCloud is a book. I am sick of it. I am tired of it. It is exhausting. It's got to stop. I returned from a vacation and and gotten away from all of this madness and gone to a rich full time in many respects to other countries where once again I repeat, I don't understand the language, so I don't have to deal with that madness. But I mean, I was surrounded by people speaking my language. They weren't talking about what's going on here and with him, and I come back, and within minutes of being away and really kind of letting my brain breathe for 5 minutes and allowing some kind of really joy to pass it, to be able to wake up and not to turn the news on. And even if I don't turn the news on here, somebody's still going to find it. I'm still getting newspapers. I still get stuff. I still open my phone up. The shit's still flying out there, flying out there, flying out there. And you feel obligated.